What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So I've debated whether to talk about this on YouTube or the Patreon back and forth over the past 4 or 5 days. Because I first heard about this I think beginning of this week. And I wasn't going to talk about this on YouTube, but I'm going to talk about this. But I'm going to have to be very careful in how I word this and what I say. So, look, we all know now that whatever's going on with Jamie Foxx, it hasn't been a good situation for him. It hasn't been pleasant for him since mid-April. Now, whatever is going on with Jamie Foxx, it happened, the medical incident happened sometime in mid-April. And we don't really know what's going on with him. The official story is that he recovered as far as being out of the hospital weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, and that now he's in some rehab facility, right? Now, I would assume that he is in a rehab facility in Chicago because that's where the family was seen going, all right, entering into that facility. Now, this facility is known for a couple of things: helping people who are rehabbing from suffering strokes, brain injuries, and I believe people that have suffered from cancer. And there's no reason to believe that Jamie Foxx has cancer. But the rumors have been that he suffered from some type of cerebral hemorrhage or stroke. And apparently this attack happened while he was filming his latest movie in Atlanta. And, as far as what's happened to him, we don't know. There's been different stories. There have been some rumors that have been as dire as, the family was preparing for the worst, which was quickly refuted by his daughter Corrine, who said that, look, my father is not only recovered, but was playing pickleball the other day. But then you hear stories that say, hey man, no, he had a stroke. So, entered AJ Benza. Now, the only reason why that name sounds familiar to me, AJ Benza, I know he's a gossip columnist. I remember him as being the host of, remember that show used to come on in the late 90s, early 2000s on E! Called Hollywood Mysteries and Scandals? Well, that was AJ Benza used to host that show. So, I'm aware of who he is. I think he was on a recent episode of Dr. Drew Pinsky. Dr. Drew Pinsky used to host Loveline with Adam Carolla back in the day on radio. Also in the late 90s, into the 2000s. Then he had that VH1 show with Celebrity Rehab and all of that. So, I'm familiar with Dr. Drew, and I think a lot of you are. Well, AJ is claiming this. AJ is claiming that Jamie Foxx suffered a terrible reaction to the elixir, which is what I call it, right? He's saying that he suffered a horrible reaction to the elixir and that he was pressured to take the elixir because of doing this movie. I guess he had, if these rumors are true, he had been hesitant to take it. He took it. He suffered a medical emergency, apparently a brain bleed, which nearly took him out. But as a result of this, he's been left blind and partially paralyzed. Now that sounds like a significant stroke. Okay? That's what that sounds like. Now, is this true or not? We don't know. That's why I hesitate to do this video. But I decided to do it just because of the fact that it was AJ Benza. And I don't know how accurate his sources are, but hell, we don't hear anything. They're not telling us anything. So the longer that Jamie Foxx goes without communicating at all, and I mean, look, we haven't heard anything from Mr. Foxx since the beginning of April, I guess, right? Late March. Here we are in June. So you do have to start wondering, I mean, is there some truth to some of this stuff? He's a celebrity who, you know, is a person who has a considerable amount of, you know, followers, fans, pull, was filming a movie. And usually, in situations like this, when someone is making progress or improvements, they send out pictures. They put pictures on social media showing him progressing or something, you know. There's nothing. So, you know, I don't know, man. I really don't know, obviously, but I did this video because I just wanted to inform you about that. I wanted you to inform you about that in case you hadn't heard. Hopefully this isn't true. But they tell us so very little that we don't know what the hell is truth right now. So, just tell me what you guys think.